Hi, I'm Suzy Crash, and I want to tell you a little bit about my basic tom fills lesson that I'm going to be giving on my YouTube channel. So my first experience with tom fills was the very first drummer that I absolutely loved playing along to was Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees. And a lot of his songs were very basic. I think everybody has heard of the Monkees before. They were a lot of fun. And he also taught me how you just was supposed to have a good time playing drums. It's all about having fun. It's all about smiling. So a lot of his fills would be the basic jugu 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 jugu. So in my lesson, I'm going to show you those basic tom fills. Now, this is a really cool fact. I still can't believe it happened. So a couple of years ago, I actually met him. I was on a cruise. It was a 60s Flower Power cruise, because I play in 60s tribute bands. And not only did I get to meet him, but he gave me a big hug, and I said, "You're the reason I started playing drums." So that was one of the very few times I actually was starstruck. I couldn't believe I actually met him, talked a little drums to him, and thanked him. So with what I'm trying to do for these videos is I'm trying to pass the torch also. I'm hoping I can inspire some people that if they said, you know, I always wanted to try, I don't know how good I'm going to be. I'm self-taught. I never really took professional lessons. I always had just a good ear. I like to listen to songs and just play along because it was supposed to be for fun. I would have never known from when I was 15 that I'd end up touring. I played in New York City for years, Dan Lynch's Blues Club with a lot of heavy hitters. I recorded with Mick Taylor from the Rolling Stones. I played with the Holmes Brothers. I went over to London, England on a tour. I played at Hammersmith Odeon, the Hippodrome, the Rock Garden. So again, you never know where it's going to take you. And I just so loved playing. I remember one of my most favorite memories is waking up and just going right to my drum set. It's all I cared about for years and years and years when I was a teenager. So, you know, you can take it as far as you want to. Always remember, just have a good time. Be around people that are positive. So with the drum fills, the basic tom fills, I also, one of my favorite drummers to play along with, my very first live concert was Kiss in 1978. I saw them at the Providence Civic Center. And Peter Criss was one of the drummers that I used to play. I had all the albums. I had my CB700 drum set in the living room, and I would just blast all the Kiss records and play along to that because those were basic tom fills and a lot of fun. So please take my lesson. Again, just having a good time with it, and I hope I can share a little knowledge. And each video that I'm going to post, I'm going to tell you a little bit about people that I've met over 40 years of playing drums. I started in Massachusetts, Worcester area, the Boston area. Then I went to New York City. I lived in the city for about 5 years, played all the clubs there, did East Coast tours, went over to London, and I keep running into people that were my idols, and I think it's really cool that you can still meet people and talk to them, and they're usually the nicest, most humblest people. So I hope I can pass the torch. I hope you take my basic tom fill lesson on my Suzy Crash YouTube channel and keep on rocking. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye-bye.